With that, I recognize Mr. Sears from New Jersey for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding this meeting. Thank you for the work that you do. I represent the 8th District in New Jersey, which is across from New York City, Hoboken, Jersey City, the whole area that was hit pretty hard by Sandy. And I hope that we can work together on streamlining this whole mitigation process. Because I've been working for the last 5 years on a project trying to get something from FEMA that was rejected. They don't tell them why. Then you appeal. They say you're still rejected. They don't tell them why. It's not a big project, but the response is just ridiculous. And it takes forever to get a response. So I hope that we can work together on that. But my question has to do with Puerto Rico, and I hope you can help me determine this. I know that New Jersey has sent state troopers to Puerto Rico, and I have some that I've spoken with. It's pretty lawless over there now. And I was wondering, do you have an input? Do you determine, or do you have a recommendation on how many National Guards are sent to a site like Puerto Rico? When you get there, do you say, well, we don't have enough National Guards? Do you call somebody?
We would be happy to get you the specific number that was there pre-Maria.
Well, it's 4,000 there now.
Yeah,
there are 4,000 there, but I don't know if it's enough. What I'm saying is, when you're there and you see how bad the situation is, do you pick up the phone and say to somebody, look, I think we need more help? Or you don't say anything, or you don't have the authority, or you don't talk to anybody?
Sure. So right now in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, we have roughly 20,000 federal, that's civilian and DOD officials on the island. Now, if you put that number into context, 20,000 people is like the average population of most American cities. We've deployed basically an entire city's worth of federal government workers to the island. Now, there are thousands of DOD officials there in conjunction with the National Guard, but I'd be happy to get you a specific number.
Okay, no, because one of the things that I was talking to the state trooper from New Jersey, says pretty lawless, and I was just wondering if the people that you have down there, are they safe in some of these areas?
I would be happy to look into the lawlessness piece, but I have not heard that. Now, is there everyday crime that takes place as normal in Puerto Rico? Probably so, but I have not seen lawlessness. And quite honestly, one of the things that, because of the response effort, we kept security in check, after Maria went through. I'm not aware of, what you would determine as lawlessness.
Well, I mean, this state trooper would not lie to me. I mean, I know him pretty well, and there are a number of them there. But if you could get that information from me about the National Guard, because I think that's important, and I think you should, if you're there on site, and you can make a recommendation that maybe we don't have enough, I think that'd be great.
Absolutely, and I speak with Governor Rosselló on a regular basis, and not only that, but we have constant communication with all 78 mayors that are there. And in addition to that, we have over 100 intergovernmental representatives embedded with all the mayors in Puerto Rico on a day in and day out basis. So we use them as sensors to make sure that we're, trying to do everything that needs to be done.
Well, and as far as trying to streamline, you can count on my support on sensible streamlining, because it's just very frustrating dealing when you have a situation as bad as you have had in some of these areas, and you get very little response, and it takes forever. I mean, this is 5 years later that I'm dealing with this, and I know he was talking about 8 years ago, 8 years later. And one of my pet peeves, I'll finish, I don't know if you have anything to do with this, but I just hate these airlines. They're charging $900, $1,000 for people to come to the States. $90, $100 to go down there. You may not have anything to do with it. It may not be your responsibility, but I think we should look at this, because I have about 80,000 people from Puerto Rico in my district. And one of the things that they're trying to do is to alleviate the situation that the family has. And they're telling me that they're charging $900, $1,000 to come to the United States, when it's only $90 or $120 to go to the island. I think that's something that this committee should look at. I'm not saying that you should. You get enough on your plate. Thank you very much.